My name is Jessalyn Collins. I'm a child and youth care student at Keyin College. Come join us to find out more about the program.
Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. It's a pleasure to be here at Keyin College talking to folks that are in some form of transformation in their life. And I tell you, Keyin's got a knack for finding a better way to educate people. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and what you're studying.
My name is Jessalyn Collins, and I'm a child and youth care student.
Now, tell me this, what brought you to this field of study?
I've always wanted to go into a field where I'm helping people, and I know that there is a very big cry for this kind of field work, and unfortunately, it's become a big problem here. So this felt like one way that I could really, really make a difference and help.
Wow, so this has been sort of in the back of your mind for a while to do
Yeah.
this? Okay. I want you to talk to me about your experience with Keyin so far. When you first sort of reached out to them virtually or in person, tell me a little bit about what that experience was like.
I had a really incredible experience with everyone that helped me along the way in terms of funding, accommodation, things like that. They just have so much in place to help their students and really make sure that each of their students is successful in their
Right.
way. Yeah.
I love the way you describe that to make sure that everybody is successful, right? They have a way to sort of open their arms and accept you with a bit of a warm embrace, right?
Definitely.
And sort of drop all of those barriers to learning because when you decide to go back to school, that's a big decision, right?
Yes,
You know,
yeah. I found it very intimidating because I'm 24 and I went to university right out of high school. It wasn't for me. And then I worked full time for 4 years as a nanny, which I loved. But coming back to school, I knew a lot of, or most people would be fresh out of high school. So I kind of felt I would be the odd one out.
mhm.
And so there was a lot of anxiety about the whole process, and Keen just made it extremely smooth.
I love to hear that. And you're not unique in your situation. There'd be many people who'll be saying, I wonder, can I do it? Or can I do it? Right? And Keane's got this way to welcome them in.
Yeah.
When you got into the classroom, talk to me about the experience there. You were put in front of instructors who came to you with a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience. Talk to me about that.
I love my instructors, all of them. I love my classmates, and my instructors just, they all have field experience, and they are just the best possible people to learn from because they know exactly what we're walking into. So, although they're reading things from a textbook, they're also able to relay it to their real life experience and what that could look like for us.
Yeah. Use the word love there. Not many people say that about going back to school, but you said you love your classmates.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the dynamic in your class. Talk to me about all of that.
Yeah, so we have a pretty nice range. We have, a classmate who is soon going to be a grandmother. We have moms. We have people fresh out of high school. We have people in their 20s. So there's a nice variety in that sense. But we're very close knit. We are a very close knit group. And so we're the 37s. We have a very, very close connection with each other, but we also have classes with the cohorts above and below us, and we're very close with them as well. It's just a program where you're learning about very heavy, intense, deep things, and a lot of that is sharing and things like that. So we all just kind of have a nice bond with each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've got a practicum coming up. Talk to me about the excitement around that for you.
I'm very excited and also very nervous. But one thing I love about this program is we can go a lot of different places with it. We could go to a school or a daycare center, or we could work in the level 4 homes. So I'm very excited to kind of get my foot in every door.
Do you feel that this education and your interaction with both your classmates and your instructors is preparing you to go into the field?
Very much so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're about to step into a pretty important role in society.
Yes. Well, I feel we're getting as prepared as we can, but I also feel it's one of those positions where until you're in it, you don't really know because it really could be different no matter where you go with it. But our instructors' experience and their preparation and tips has been incredibly helpful for easing that anxiety.
There'll be people watch this and then they'd sit down at the kitchen table and say, I wonder, can I do that? I wonder, is this for me going back to school? Can I manage all this? What would you say to them?
I would say if you're passionate about something, there's nothing that you can't do. If it's something that you enjoy and it's an interest of yours, absolutely look into it. You know, worst case scenario, you figure out maybe this isn't for me, and then you know that you have time to figure out what you might want to do. But best case scenario, you'd be in a position that I am where you found, a field that you love and are just so excited to get into.
Wow. Love, excitement, passion, all those words you use are so incredible. Thank you for that wonderful conversation.
Thank you.